Good morning, dear children. You are welcome. So, in the previous week, we have seen chapter 6, part 1. The same thing, the continuation of part 1 only, we are going to see. So, there is a quote says like this: a man who is master of patience is the master of everything else. Lord Alfin. So it's very true in our day-to-day life. If we are master of patience, we are surely a master of everything else in the world. So if we want to be a successful person, then we should have patience in our life. So what is patience? Patience is waiting, not passively waiting, that is laziness. So in our life something it itself will come, like this we will wait, that is not called patience. But to keep going when the going is hard and slow, that is patience. So whatever we do, whatever it happened in our life, just we have to remain, we have to think that it will happen good. So though the unfavorable situation comes, then we have to remain patient, that is called patience. We should not complain about anything and we have to wait for something. Sitting back and waiting. So when we are in queue, so we want to get early, but there is a queue, so we have to sit or we have to stand at back and we have to wait without experiencing anxiety, tension or frustration. We should not get tension. So there is a queue, there are many people who came early than us, so let them get, like this we have to wait patiently. Displaying tolerance. So when we are practicing the patience, it leads to tolerance. Compassion towards immature people. So if any people immaturely behave to us, then we have to have compassion towards us. So they are having some problem, they are immature, they are not mature people, they are not doing purposely. So that situation we have to understand. Hanging on relation when trouble arises. So we should not hate that person. So it is the relation, we have to think that situation, and we should not depend on that problem. We should think about that person, mentality, situation, all these things. Being calm and considerate as you handle the growth in your committed relationship. So whatever it happens, we have to keep calm and considerate as you handle the growth in your committed relationship. So in our relationship we are committed, so we have to handle it in a positive way. Negative consequence of being impatient. When we are not practicing patience, what are the things will take place? Risk of being upset at yourself. Slow pace. Slow pace means the people, those who are doing slow, and when we do slow the things, and like doing a slow thing in our job, our activities, etc. Risk of being upset at your slow pace. So we will get upset when we do slow and when others also will do slow, when we are not having patience. Easily losing control on the slow paced people. So if someone is doing slowly, we can't accept them, we will shout on them, then they will be hurted. All these things will take place. Worrying about how slow things are going. So how the things are going slow, like this we will sit and we will think, we will worry. Sacrificing relationship for your personal desire. So for our personal desire, we will lose our many relations like parents, friends, etc. Ignoring all the positive gains. So what are the positive gains are there? We will not think and we will not determine which is positive, which is negative. So if we are impatient, then we will give more importance to the negative things, neglecting the blessings of our life. So what are the blessings which we get, that and all we will neglect. How we feel when we are impatient. So we will get irritated with people and with ourselves, etc. Ignored. We will ignore our feelings also. We will ignore others also. Anxious. We will worry about many things. We will not have peace of mind, and we get tensed for small things also. Would be nervous. So how it will happen? We will get physically, mentally nervous. Burned out for small things also. Just we will like burnt out. It will hurt us also. It will hurt others also. Later only we will realize. Next one is frustrated. We will means we are not feel happy. We will never have interest to do anything. And forgotten. Many things we will forget, which is good, which we have to do. Misdirected. Whoever tells whatever they tells, we will follow, because we are not in following the patient. Misunderstood. So we will misunderstand the people. In which concept they are telling, we will not think. Only that word we will take, and we will misunderstand the people. Overstressed. We will going on thinking about something, and we will worry about why it happened, how it could be happen to me in my life, like this and that. We will think, and we will get we will affected by many diseases. Over responsible. We only will think that I am the responsible for the world. So for all the things we ourselves will take responsibility. Next is develop a consistent philosophy of life. Take life one day at a time. Just we have to take our life today. The life which I am going to live, it should be meaningful and happy. Next one is consider each day as a gift of life. So each day is given by God to do something for others as well as for me. Like this, you have to take it a day in a positive way. Through this mindset, we can get one step closer to our goal of growth and change. So every day we have to set up our mind, so we can take more steps towards our success. Reframe your perspective. Perspective means, see, already we have some view, opinion, like this. So we have to reframe. Whatever we think, whatever our opinion may not be true. So we have to reframe. Do not dwell on your past mistake and failings. Always we should not think about our past negative feelings, failure, and the mistake which we have done. All these things we should not think, and we should not live in a past. Do not worry about what you will become or how you will act in the future. So you should not think about your future also. How I am going to become, what is my future, so how I have to act in my future. All these things you no need of worrying. Just you live in the present. Begin to live each new day as a fresh day. So this is fresh day which is given by God. You have to think, and you have to live a happy life. Break larger goals. So you may have, like, you are studying 7th standard or 8th standard. So you should not think about I want to become a doctor, I want to become a pilot. You may have larger goals, but for that, the short goal what you can have, for that today what you can do, that you have to think. So you should not, after becoming pilot, how I am going to do, all these things you should not think. So to become a pilot, this 7th standard, how I can study, how I can put my hard work, how I can get knowledge about technology, all these things. This fourth one is systematic in planning. By systematic in planning your path of recovery and growth. So you have to plan it systematically, not like simply. So what is your long term goal, what is your short term goal, all these things you have to be clear, and you have to plan it systematically, not like simply. This will lead you to be more effective in your relationship, in your career, etc. Next one is accept, understand and forgive. So whatever a situation, whatever it comes in our life, we have to accept, understand the situation, understand others feeling, understand our feelings, and forgive yourself for being imperfect and weak. So no one is perfect in the world, so we should not expect that a perfect within us. So we should understand that we are imperfect, we are also weak. So that we have to understand. For that we need self knowledge. You need to become your own best friend and cheerleader. So you need to become your own, you yourself. For you, you are the best friend and cheerleader. So you have to encourage yourself, you have to motivate yourself. Love yourself as you love others. So how you are loving others, the same way you have to love yourself. How you are loving yourself, in the same way you have to love others also. So dear students, kindly watch this video of patience, which is good and useful to you all. Give here, when you click, a video will open. It's like a short film about 5 minutes, which will help you to practice patience in your life. Hope the smallest effort from my side will help you to develop patience, which will bring tremendous changes in your life. Thank you. So dear children, please, patience is very, very essential value to this world, because from childhood onwards we are not practicing patience. So it's very, very essential. When we have patience, as I told starting, a man who is master of patience is a master of everything else. So if you want to success, if you want to be a happiest person in the world, you have to practice patience. Thank you.